Valtrek's the best partner I could ever ask for. It was back then, and it always will be. Hello and welcome to my new series called Character Profiles, a series where I take a Beyblade Burst character from the Beyblade Burst franchise and do an entire breakdown and profile on that character. And today I am doing the Wonder Boy himself, Valt Aoi. Valt is a cheerful and energetic boy who is very passionate about Beyblade. He has a strong bond with his bae Valtrek, and this relationship is one of the factors that motivates him to become a better blader. Even though he can be a little over-enthusiastic at times, he manages to become friends with anyone as if he's known them for years. He is an outgoing and optimistic boy who dreams to be the best blader in the world. When his rival Shu moves aboard, Valt is inspired to join a Spanish club, BC Soul, though an unknown on a global stage. His battle helps him grow as a blader, and eventually becomes an influential presence to others. Valt Aoi is the main protagonist of the anime and manga series Beyblade Burst and Beyblade Burst Evolution. His watery blue hair that's held up by a blue headband with yellow accents, although it does look like he has spots in his hair. He has fair skin and brown eyes. He also has a red mark on his left cheek below his eye. The upper marking appears lightning shaped with an extra line emerging from it, and the middle and lower markings are right triangle shaped. Valt's attire during the first two seasons of the Beyblade Burst anime consists of a red short-sleeved hoodie with a yellow V emblem on the front, and he has a black V on a black bordered yellow circle design on the left side, and a black bordered yellow circle with a black Beyblade symbol on the back, blue rolled up trousers, black fingerless gloves with yellow cuffs and yellow borders around the fingerless gloves, and blue high-top shoes with yellow quarter panels and white collars. In Turbo, Valt has grown taller and sports a new outfit. He now has a dark blue t-shirt with white stripes, with a puffed up collar and front zipper. He also has a dark electric blue and light body warmer with a yellow V on the left side and a yellow Beyblade symbol on the back. He has black gloves with blue cuffs and blue borders around the fingerless gloves, blue pants with a brown belt and black shoes with white toe caps. In Rise, Valt wears a new outfit similar to his attire from the first two seasons, but in different colors. He now wears an orange short-sleeved hoodie with a red V emblem on the front. He also has a green body warmer with yellow markings on the front and a yellow Beyblade symbol on the back, black gloves with blue cuffs, blue pants with white stripes at the ends with a brown belt, and black boots with white soles, two red stripes and yellow borders. In Surge, Valt wears another new outfit similar to his previous outfits. He now wears a red hooded sweatshirt with a yellow V on the front, similar to his short-sleeved hoodie from the first two seasons. He now has his blue body warmer back, with his yellow rimmed sleeveless black gloves. He also has his dark blue pants back, and a brown belt with a yellow Beyblade symbol buckle, along with black high-top shoes with yellow quarter panels, white toe caps, and blue collars. In Quad Drive, Valt wears a slightly modified version of his Surge attire, with his red sweatshirt being replaced with a red hooded short-sleeved shirt. His pants are now rolled up, and his black shoes are replaced with blue high-top shoes with black and yellow sides and white outlines. Valt has a very childish personality, tending to clown around in his spare time. He has a habit of getting easily excited as well as getting overconfident in his abilities. Valt's tendency to become oblivious becomes a frequent gag throughout the series, including the time he battled Zack in disguise and assumed it was only a dream, albeit he was really tired from training very hard that day. Valt's also extremely sensitive, as he gets angry when others insult him or his friends. He cries really easily when upset. Valt is extremely hardworking when it comes to Beyblade practice, to an extent where he will undergo rigorous training to become a better blader. He is also shown to have a vivid imagination and has some mediocre artistic skills, when he was attempting to draw Xander Xeno Excalius from memory. This is also seen when he tries to attempt to draw Xander Shakadera during the team tournament, and he was trying to come up with a design for his Genesis Valtryek. Valt has been seen to be very rash, preferring to charge into a situation without a plan, as seen during his first ever battle with Rentaro Kiyama, where his Beyblade was sent flying out of the stadium, due to his battling without knowing anything about Beyblade. This is expanded in the anime, where his Valt nerves get the best of him and he closes his eyes when he launches, causing a bad launch. Despite this, Valt is proven to be very tactical in his battles. After losing to Rentaro, he realized that his opponent was susceptible to barrage attacks, performing a rush launch to produce a counter spin and win the rest of the match with a burst finish. Another one of Valt's traits is his tendency to get caught up in his matches and create new launching techniques without even realizing it. During his battle with Xander, Valt created a sprint boost, but had no idea he had done so until it was pointed out to him by Daigo. Valt is known for his social, ongoing demeanor and ability to make friends as a testament of his friendliness. He is also extremely forgiving and willing to look past people's misdeeds, as he forgave Daigo Kurogami for what he did to Valtryek in episode 5 and befriends him, and later forgives Naiko Minano for using him and his friends as an experiment. But the most notable example of this is when he welcomed his friend Shubaga after defeating him in the International Bladers Cup, and harbored no resentment towards him for what he did as Red Eye. Valt's also known for his good sportsmanship. He generally doesn't care whether he wins or loses, as long as he gets to have a fun battle. The best example of this is when he lost to the cruel Louis Shirosagi in the finals of the individual tournament, due to his victory Valtryek self-bursting due to a crack he made in the Beyblade Stadium. When Louis demands a do-over, Valt simply states that he beat him, fair and square, and that he'll defeat him one day for real, showing that he has matured since the beginning of the first season. Valt was first introduced in the first episode of the Beyblade Burst anime Let's Go Valtryek, where he was first seen at the start of a battle against Rentaro Kiyama. Despite talking like a big shot, Valt lets his nerves get a hold of him and performs 2 very bad launches, costing him the entire match. Furthermore, due to his clumsy attitude, he was forced to stay behind and clean up the mess Victory Valtryek had made. After seeing his best friend Shu Kurenai on the TV broadcast, Valt fires up and decides to do some intense training before entering a local tournament. During registration and opening of the first round, Valt's nerves once again get the better of him, causing him to mess up his tournament profile picture and walk in the stadium with stiff feet. His very first tournament match was against Rentaro, and despite losing the first battle, he adjusted his launch to create a rush launch and win the match with a burst finish. After that, he invites Rentaro into his Bay Club. Later, Valt meets Ken Midori, a shy blader with 2 puppets named Keru and Besu, whom Valt must face in the next round of the tournament. Valt later finds out that Ken's family travels a lot because of their puppetry business, which led to Ken not having many friends. In the next round of the tournament, Valt wins the battle with a burst finish, and Ken leaves feeling upset. Later, Valt finds him and asks him to join the Bay Club, which Ken says he will only do on one condition, that he can face Shu in a battle. With some convincing from Valt, Shu eventually agrees to face Ken, with Shu easily winning. Ken later shows up at Valt's house, saying that he wants to join the Bay Club, much to Valt's excitement, as they just need 2 more members to make the club official. Later on, Valt meets his next opponent in the tournament, Daigo Kurogami, at school. Daigo claims to be impressed with Valt's battle and challenges him to a practice match, which raises Ken's suspicion. Daigo proceeds to lose on purpose to learn Valt's technique, which greatly upsets Valt. Later on, Valt tries his rush launch, but keeps messing up due to being upset. Come time for his battle with Daigo, he gets over this and they both tie in several rounds before Valt eventually wins. Both bladers have the time of their lives, and Daigo eventually joins the Bay Club. In the next season, which is Beyblade Burst Evolution, he is scouted by and joins the Spanish team BC Seoul. With the help of Rentaro, he managed to get the team first in the World League. He was also briefly leader of the team when former champion Frida La Hoya left the team. Along the way, Valt learned that she was under the control of an evil force and saved him before it was too late. He eventually became the #1 blader in the world after winning the International Bladers Cup. 2 years after winning the International Bladers Cup, Valt continues his reign as the world champion, holding the record for most consecutive title defense and wins. To prepare for the latest round of challenges, Valt seeks out a legendary Beyblade trainer, Taiga Akabane, and convinces him to upgrade his Beyblade, and thus creating the Turbo Beyblade Wonder Valtryek. He also finds a friendship and protege in Taiga's son, Iger Akabane. Using his new Turbo Beyblade, Valt continues to successfully defend his title, up until his rematch with Iger, who destroys his Bey. Later on, he rebuilds his broken Wonder Valtryek into Turbo Valtryek, and travels to the mysterious Dread Grand to challenge Hyde, the blader who stole the world champion title from Iger. He eventually managed to defeat Hyde and reclaim the title, until he lost it to Iger again. In the next season, Valt only made a few appearances, but did show up a few times. 1 year after his battle with Iger Akabane, Valt Aoi continues to Beyblade as he makes the new Gamma Bay Sword Valtryek, and he also becomes a mentor to 2 bladers at BC Seoul, Dante Koryu and Delta Zakuro. As a top-ranked blader in the world, in Beyblade Burst Surge, Valt Aoi continues his blading career with his new evolved Lightning Bay, Brave Valtryek. After a battle royale with his fellow blading legend Silas and Rentaro, he is approached by 2 newbie bladers, Hikaru and Hyuga. Seeing their potential, he as well as Rentaro mentor these new generation bladers in their journey to challenge the blading legends of the world. If you made it to the end, then thank you so much for watching, and let me know if there's anything else I can do to make these character profiles more enjoyable. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.